Chaos Chronicles, decoding global drama with a twist. Ever wondered why some countries seem perpetually embroiled in conflict, much like that one irritable neighbor on your block? These international disputes often dominate headlines, capturing global attention with their complex web of political, historical, and cultural tensions begging for resolution. In recent news, the long-standing conflict between Country A and Country B has intensified, drawing global concern. These nations, with their deeply intertwined histories, are now at the forefront of international discussions as their disputes impact regional stability and international relations. Country A has become a focal point for regional tension due to its strategic location and significant natural resources. Its geopolitical importance has made it a battleground for influence, attracting both regional and global powers with vested interests in its future. The roots of tension in Country A trace back to historical grievances and colonial legacies. Decades of unresolved disputes and shifting alliances have shaped the current landscape, perpetuating cycles of conflict that seem insurmountable yet desperately in need of resolution. Key players in Country A's conflict include political leaders, influential business figures, and foreign power brokers. These individuals and entities steer the narrative, each driven by their own agendas, whether they seek economic gain, political dominance, or national security. In Country A, the main players have complex motivations. Some are driven by power, seeking to dominate politically or economically. Others genuinely desire peace, wanting stability for their people. A few may be influenced by external forces, complicating the landscape further. Country B is similarly embroiled in a conflict marked by historical grievances and territorial disputes. Long-standing tensions have roots in past injustices, which continue to fuel animosities. These unresolved issues hinder progress, keeping the nation in a cycle of unrest and uncertainty. In Country B, influential figures include political leaders, military factions, and grassroots movements. Each holds sway over the conflict's direction. Political leaders often prioritize national interests, while military factions seek strategic advantages. Grassroots movements push for change, representing the people's voice. The motivations in Country B vary widely. Some players are driven by a desire to reclaim perceived lost territory, while others focus on securing economic resources. There are also those who strive for social justice, aiming to rectify historical wrongs and empower marginalized communities. Both countries' conflicts have regional implications, affecting neighboring nations economically and politically. These tensions can lead to refugee crises, trade disruptions, and strained diplomatic relations. Neighboring countries often find themselves caught in the crossfire, forced to navigate complex alliances and rivalries. The regional impact of these conflicts is profound, spreading instability and uncertainty among neighboring countries. Borders become tense, trade routes are disrupted, and diplomatic relations are strained, creating a ripple effect that affects everything from daily life to economic growth in surrounding areas. Globally, these conflicts cause shifts in alliances and economic policies. Markets fluctuate with instability, and international relations are tested. The production of memes highlights how the digital age brings humor to serious situations, reflecting worldwide engagement with these complex issues. Global powers are reacting with a mix of diplomacy and strategic positioning. Some countries call for peace talks, while others bolster military presence, creating a delicate balance between preventing escalation and protecting national interests. The international response remains a tightrope act. Social media drastically shapes how these conflicts are perceived. Instant updates and viral content influence public opinion and policy. Platforms amplify voices from the ground, offering real-time insights but also spreading misinformation, complicating the narrative and understanding of the situation. Imagining these countries in a group chat adds a humorous twist. One can picture eye-roll emojis flying as leaders exchange sharp retorts. This light-hearted metaphor underscores the complexity of international diplomacy, where miscommunication can escalate tensions swiftly. Proposed solutions to international conflicts often aim for peace through diplomacy and negotiations. However, these solutions can sometimes feel more theoretical than practical, facing significant challenges in implementation due to deep-seated mistrust, political complexities, and differing priorities among the involved parties. Major roadblocks to peace include entrenched political interests, historical grievances, and external influences. These obstacles make it difficult to reach lasting agreements, as each side may prioritize power retention or territorial control over genuine reconciliation and sustainable conflict resolution. The human impact of these conflicts is profound, affecting millions. Families are displaced, lives are disrupted, and communities are torn apart. The daily struggle for basic needs and safety highlights the urgent need for effective and compassionate intervention. Economically, conflicts drain national resources and stifle development. Infrastructure is damaged, trade is hampered, and foreign investments dwindle. The financial burden is immense, often leaving countries struggling to rebuild while their citizens face heightened poverty and unemployment. Looking ahead, the future of these conflicts remains uncertain. Potential scenarios range from escalated tensions to cautious optimism for peace. The involvement of international mediators and grassroots efforts will be crucial in shaping outcomes and promoting stability in the long term. Understanding international conflicts is crucial for navigating today's interconnected world. These disputes, often rooted in complex histories and diverse motivations, impact global stability and economies. By grasping their nuances, we can foster empathy and promote informed dialogue across cultures and borders. Stay informed and engaged with global issues to broaden perspectives and encourage peace. Dive into discussions, challenge assumptions, and consider diverse viewpoints. Building international friendships can bridge divides and inspire collective efforts toward resolving conflicts and creating a harmonious future.